My cousin and I have very different ideas about what it means to be a hero.
Supergirl returns in the follow-up to last year's blockbuster Superman. The film is in theaters now, but will the latest installment of the DC franchise soar to new heights? The CBC's Jackson Weaver joins us now with his review. Jackson, most of us know the Superman story, but what should we expect from Supergirl?
There's a lot here. I'm going to try and get through it as quickly as possible. We all know Superman, alien from the planet Krypton. Planet explodes. He lands on Earth. Yellow sun makes him super. Also, though, shortly after, in the world of this movie, because we're changing the backstory a little bit, shortly after Superman as a baby left the planet Krypton, another alien life ship also left that planet carrying Supergirl. You see her there. She was a little bit older than Superman in this version. She lands on Earth and she is a little bit less able to assimilate into the world culture. She remembers the Kryptonians, her family, all that sort of stuff. She doesn't necessarily feel as connected to the city metropolis, let's say. So instead of saving people when this movie begins, she is off of planet Earth on a different planet, different galaxy, doing what she calls a intergalactic pub crawl. She's away from that yellow sun. She doesn't have any power, so she can down mojitos, etc., and have a little bit more of a fun time. But she's not exactly happy. She's not having the best time when something even worse happens. An evil alien named Krem shoots her super dog with a poison dart. Ticking clock ensues. The only place there's an antidote is around that alien's neck. She needs to go track him down. She also enlists the help of another kind of ragtag crew, one of whom is Ruthie. She is a young orphan whose parents were killed by that same alien. We meet Jason Momoa as an evil demon biker god. There's a lot of stuff there, but we also get a lot of action, as you'll see in this clip.
Don't be scared.
So, you know, explosions, punches, all the kind of superhero stuff that you probably expect from a film like this.
Are those the guys that hurt her dog?
No, the guys that are getting blown up were, so we can feel a little bit good about that.
Very John Wick, going for the dog, creating a hero. So the continuation of this sort of DC Comics attempted reboot. This all started last year with Superman. That obviously was a big hit. Does Supergirl do a good job of sort of continuing that trajectory?
I think that I'm going to be a downer from here on out, unfortunately. Now, Superman, directed, written by James Gunn, he rebooted this franchise and that hero in the way that a lot of fans really were hoping for. Colorful, cartoonish, simple, not simple, but more less dour, less gritty is what people kind of wanted from Superman, while still being energetic, eclectic, fun all over the place. This movie is not written by James Gunn, not directed by James Gunn. Instead, it's directed by Craig Gillespie. You might know him from I saw Dumb Money recently. That's where I know him from. It's written by first-time screenwriter Ana Nogueira, and I think that's really where it falls flat. There's all these superhero tropes. We have a superhero who feels disconnected from humanity. We have a young protege that needs to be ferried along. We have this really through current in Supergirl's character of no one should ever kill because it'll hurt your heart, but none of these things are explained. We don't get a backstory really that feels connected. When things show up, they just feel like boxes to check in a superhero plot, and outside of that, it just kind of feels generic. I told you the plot, you know, she's trying to save her dog, and unfortunately, there's so much little of consequence that happens between the beginning and end. You could have really excised any 20-30 minute segment and the events stay the same. You could have fully excised Lobo, Jason Momoa's character. The events could have fully stayed the same. It's not terrible, but there's no there, I'll say, about this movie.
So, Jackson, is there anything worth watching in Supergirl?
To be a little bit more positive, I will say the acting is really good. I love Milly Alcock, who plays Supergirl here. She is so interestingly acerbic. She's doing kind kind of like a Hancock impression. Remember that Will Smith film? She has her sunglasses askew. I think Jason Momoa is really good as Lobo. Now, he sacrificed the ability to ever play Aquaman again to be able to play Lobo in this universe. But outside of that, again, the writing really falls flat. And one of the main things that I really am disappointed by in this movie is it doesn't examine Supergirl's difference from Superman beyond a superficial way. Now, she's, of course, as a woman, she's often undervalued, underestimated. People kind of have snide remarks about her. That has been explored in the comics, why she is so kind of damaged and how her trajectory works. This film, there's one throwaway comment where one of the characters says, hey, why are you Supergirl? And he's Superman. They never return to it again. And even outside of that, there have been some outlets who have said that some statements that Milly Alcock has made about this movie, about the potential sexuality of the Supergirl character, about representing women on screen in superhero films is what's tanking this film. But I don't see any of that examination or any of that subversion even in that film. And if we remember back to Superman, James Gunn famously came under fire for saying that that story was a story about immigrants, about anti-xenophobia, about being accepting, something that was politically controversial at the time. And the movie still did well because the movie itself engaged with those topics. This movie just tries to elide them, and in so doing ends up being really generic, is kind of my take.
So what's the rating then? I'm afraid to ask.
Unfortunately, negativity. It's not terrible, it's not bad, but it's maybe something a little bit worse, to me at least, was boring. And for that reason, 2.5 out of 5 stars, middle of the road. But I mean, if it's terrible, I mean, I'd like talking about Madam Web. This, not so much.
Sounds like maybe wait for, the stream it
release.
sometime.
Yeah, that might be the best advice.
Thank you so much, Jackson. That is the CBC's Jackson Weaver.